Welcome to another episode of Talking Kack, and today we're going to mix it up a bit. We're going to talk about movies. Now, for us, I think it's more like newer movies that we find a bit annoying.
More recent movies, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up watching, 80s movies and early 90s movies and stuff like that, and I think they were a lot more simpler back then.
Yeah,
Maybe.
not a lot shorter.
A lot shorter.
Yeah.
I mean, the story was, pretty basic, and most action movies were
The action ones
and stuff like that. And I think new movies are just,
I don't know,
they're too long.
They're too long.
A lot of them are too long.
Like I have to emotionally prepare to watch it. Like I have to be in the right mindset. I can't just turn it on and just relax.
Especially at the cinema.
Oh, cinema, yeah.
If you're going to go watch a new movie these days, minimum time is what, 2.5 hours?
Plus everything else. So
Yeah.
At least 3 hours.
At least 3 hours, yeah. So yeah, it's just a long time to take out of your life, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, maybe because you have more things to do, you got more on, than compared to when we were younger. So you're like, do I really want to sit there for 2.5, 3 hours, or would I rather do something else?
I'd rather do something else.
Yeah.
Not necessarily thinking, is this movie going to be any good?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because that happens to me a lot. I start watching a movie or whatever,
yeah,
and halfway through, I'm like, fuck, this movie's shit.
Yeah. I've done that.
You can't stop watching. You can stop watching, but you don't want to because you just want to see what's going to happen.
I do that all the time. It's shit, and it's not going to be that good. Be like, I need to see what happens.
You need to see what happens.
Yeah, I just need to see what happens.
Maybe it's going to turn around. Maybe it's going to become good, and it doesn't.
No, it's what you expect, and you're like, oh well, at least I saw it now. I thought a lot with movies on SBS.
Oh yeah,
I'll start watching something, and I'm like, oh, I'm tired or whatever. If it's late, and I'm like, I'll just watch the rest on the SBS on demand. I'll just catch up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And the next day, I watch the end, and like, yeah, it wasn't that good.
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't. But I think it's just, I think it's the movies too, because they're just some of them, they're never ending sequels.
Oh, yeah, you've got the Marvel ones.
The Marvel ones are continuous. I understand they've got stories.
But they're new storylines.
New storylines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just continuous and they're making tons of money.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why they keep doing it.
That's why they keep doing it.
Yeah.
And even the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, that's another level.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Well, they're up to number 10, number 12 or some shit.
I think it's 10.
10? Yeah.
Yeah.
And those movies have just gone out of control.
I can't watch it. Honestly, that's me personally.
They're no longer street races anymore, what the first two movies were.
Yeah, the two, yeah.
That's just gone completely out of the water.
I think that's when I stopped watching it.
Okay, now they're like secret agents for America and stuff like that, and it's ridiculous.
It's like you're the CIA in America. We need to hire some street racers to go undercover.
Yeah.
We'll get Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just I just don't get it. It's gone out of proportion for those movies. It's just ridiculous. And they're entertaining to watch and stuff like that. The stunts are crazy.
Yeah.
Completely unbelievable. But that's movies.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, it's gotten away from what it was to begin with street racing in the cars and stuff. People used to watch it because they used to like the cars.
Yeah, that's how it started. Yeah.
There's still cars in it.
It's a big thing. That's from the late 90s, or the hot hatches and all the Japanese street cars.
Yeah, that's right.
Races. And,
that was big back then.
Yeah, it was massive, and that's why those movies came out. Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
That's showing our age.
Showing our age. But no, the movies have just gone down. I don't know. They're just very predictable. New movies.
Yeah, I guess they cater to what people want to see as well. So if they are popular, they're popular for that reason, because people want to see it, and it's and that's why they keep doing it.
Yeah.
And just because we don't like it doesn't mean
that's just us showing our opinion.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, right.
Going away from the old movies that we used to watch were still ridiculous
and sometimes predictable, but
yeah,
but we enjoyed them.
We enjoyed it. The old 80s action movies and stuff like that.
Great. And you don't have to pay too much attention. You just chill out, zone out, watch it, be entertained, and that's it.
It's an entertaining hour and a half.
That's it.
To 2 hours.
It's like it's like just over an episode of something on Netflix these days.
Yeah, well, that's right. I think that's got to do a lot to do with it too. Like Netflix and a lot of the streaming services.
Yeah, the shows
they're making a lot more content for that,
and I think they're better at times.
Yeah,
and also you can watch it whenever at your leisure,
whenever you want. Yeah,
yeah.
And I think that's where the movies are just losing their crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I think the more interesting stories are all going into that because now they have like a season pretty much to tell the whole story.
Yeah,
and you can get a lot more detail in. And I think that's where
instead
it's going,
cramming it into 2 hours
into a movie, and then make the movie. Yeah,
but even some of those movies on Netflix, like I've been wanting to watch The Irishman.
Yeah,
and it's like a 3.5 hour movie, 4 hour movie. I'm like, fuck, it's a long movie, man.
That's super long.
And like, I don't want to. I know you can watch half of it.
Yeah, you can watch, break it up,
but like, I don't want to because I'm gonna forget kind of what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna do it like over the weekend.
You do it over a weekend or something.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't want to sit there for 4 minutes and just watch the whole thing straight through.
Yeah. I know because you're like, I'm the same. I'll start watching something like that. I'm like, I could be doing something else. Unless it's really good.
Yeah, unless you're
like, edge of your seat and like you're,
But some slow burn movies are okay, but like you're just losing interest halfway through.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm scared it's gonna happen. I'm gonna lose interest, and it's like, I'm gonna sit through the next another 2 hours. You know,
you're gonna have to.
But you have to. Like, you want to watch. You got to watch that kind of thing, you know. So I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot more TV series coming out.
Yeah.
Mini series and stuff like that on Netflix.
Limited series, they call it. I think that's the way those sort of things are going because, like I said, they get so much more detail into the story.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to cram it in like that movie, and then the movie goes for like 4 hours.
Like
you make it a limited series, and it keeps it interesting.
And like they're doing, I think that in the cinemas too. They're breaking their movies up, like they're doing part one.
Yes, there's the new one, the June movie. Yeah, I just did that. The second one just came out. Yeah, two parts, and they're both 2.5 hours plus, which I want to watch only because I like the sort of sci-fi thing.
Yeah,
but I know they're a bit slow, but apparently they're really amazing, like visually and everything. So I'll get to it eventually, but I'll still watch some of these movies.
Yeah,
it's just I just got to prepare. I feel like. All right, I'm going to be here for 3 hours.
Don't watch. What's the recent one that came out of Netflix? Rebel Moon.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I think I'll like it.
You might like it, but I think it's just
too predictable. I don't know much about
it. It's a two-part movie.
The second part's coming out.
And I still feel it was rushed.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Like you're
thrown to make the money.
You're thrown in and they're just explaining everything in the first like half an hour kind of thing. And you're like, but what happened before?
There must be a lot more to it.
I think there's a lot more to it.
Right.
I don't know if it's based on a book.
If I eventually get to it,
I'm not sure, but
I'll let you know what I think.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't the best of movies.
Okay.
Even the action sequences and stuff like that, I think were.
It's one of those where I think that
they
they probably had a time frame and say keep it in this time frame. We're going to get it out and we're going to make money on it.
Yeah.
So. It is a business.
But like, I like those short, straight to the point movies kind of thing.
2 hours is alright.
2 hours is okay.
Yeah. As long as you keeps you interested.
Yeah. I mean, the last movie I watched that was really long was, like the Marvel, the Infinity War and stuff.
Oh, they're massive.
Yeah. But like, I used to be a comic book fan, so I could sit there and watch it.
And you sort of know, the way those movies are going to play out.
Yeah.
They got like an action sequence at the start, then they tell a bit of the story, a bit more action, then like it slows down a bit, and then the big finale. They're all pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And that was a 2-part series as well.
Yes.
Yeah. But that was okay.
But all the Marvel movies are like 2.5 hours now as well.
Yeah, now they are.
All of them.
And and every like new character they bring out, it's an origin story.
Yeah, the first movie of the new characters, they're always slow.
Yeah.
Because of the origin story.
Because of the origin story. And they got to explain everything, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you really don't have to.
The one I didn't mind that much, which they've done so many times now, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The new one, though, It was still alright. They didn't. It wasn't that. It was there long.
Yeah,
but it was more entertaining.
it was more entertaining, and I think because there wasn't much of an origin story.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was just quick
Because everyone knows the story. They've seen it so many times.
Everyone knows it already anyway.
Yeah, they didn't like spend an hour and a half of the movie with the origin. Yeah, that was good.
Great cast. Getting Tom up.
Yeah, it was great for that.
You know, Peter Parker. It was good. He looks like a young kid, even though he's 20,
whatever,
25 years old and shit like that. But yeah,
stop the gossip.
Yeah,
they're dating too now. Anyway, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, they've been for a while.
Okay,
there you go.
She's alright.
She's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. It's our gossip section.
Yeah,
it's old news anyway, so that's fine.
It's old news. Yeah. But no, I think and I haven't seen any the Oscar winning movies and stuff like that. I think I haven't seen the last
Oppenheimer.
Few movies. Oppenheimer is last year's one.
Yeah, that's a long movie.
What was that? How long does that go for?
Close to 3 hours, I'd say. A lot of talking, apparently.
And I like that actor too. I forgot his name. What's his name?
Peaky Blinders. I haven't watched. Have you watched that? That's apparently good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says it. Anyway, but yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Some people like those sort of movies.
Yeah.
Like a lot of talking. It's like drama and I haven't seen it. Everyone I know who's watched this says it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
But they do say it's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah. Okay. But that's not always a bad thing. But
no, I guess not. It's got to do the atomic bomb and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to sit through it then. 3 hours. Have to pick a Sunday afternoon or something like that. You know.
It's a good one for a flight.
Oh, that'd be right. Yeah.
You can't go anywhere anyway.
Can't go anywhere anyway. I've been having to watch movies with Italian dub voices. Yeah.
I know, I've heard this before.
Because my wife's Italian. Okay?
Yes.
She understands things and speaks English very well, but for her watching movies, they go a bit quick, and it's better for her to watch it in Italian.
A bit of the storyline sometimes.
Yeah. So I have to watch it in Italian dub movies, voiceover dub.
So English movie, dubbed in Italian
with English subtitles. Because I can't follow the Italian very well either.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why don't you just put Italian subtitles?
No, she wants to listen to it.
Yeah, alright.
Because it's easier for me to read the English subtitles.
Yeah.
But some of the movies are hilarious. Yeah. Like dubbed wise. The voices and stuff like that. And the funny one is the Avengers, yeah. The Avengers is so I've watched them in Italian with English subtitles. Best voice is Nick Fury. Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. So Italian Samuel Jackson.
Sounds like an old Italian man, right? Like
grumpy.
He works at a pizza shop or something like that. He just grumpy like that.
He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
And the first time I heard it, I just cracked up laughing. And my wife's like, "What are you laughing about?" Okay, if you know Samuel Jackson's voice again, it just doesn't fit. It's just wrong.
Just out of curiosity, what did you watch that on?
I watched it on DVD.
Oh, on DVD?
Yeah.
There you go.
The Italian dub.
Yeah.
So
I'm just curious, because different things would be different, wouldn't they? Just that, it'll be, it's on Disney, that'll be on Disney.
It's on Disney as well, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it'll sound different.
Maybe it will.
Different voice.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
But I thought that was and if you know Samuel Jackson's voice, it just doesn't fit right. And it's a bit jarring, because you're watching their lips move and hearing the noise and stuff like that. Yeah. So... Well, that's funny. It was funny.
That's funny. Well, that's one thing I don't like is the dubs.
Yeah.
If it's in another language, I'd rather just read the subtitles. Personally,
it does make it feel different. Even the emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you don't get the acting. Yeah. It's not the same. It's a different person. Yeah. Just someone reading it. But some people. So you got two kinds of people. One's like us, I don't like the dub, I'll rather read something. Some people who don't like reading.
Yeah.
So no, if it's not dubbed, I'm not going to watch it. So,
yeah.
That's the two kinds. Yeah.
The same was the case with Money Heist, when I was watching Money Heist. So it's a Spanish movie, yeah?
Yeah.
So original vocals in Spanish and stuff like that. So I was watching it in English with Italian subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah, English with Italian subtitles. And then I watched it in Spanish.
So much better.
And it's so.
I'll watch it in Spanish. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't believe it.
But like the voices, because I first watched it in English, I know the voices now in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I heard it in Spanish, it was like, oh, completely different.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same as anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, English. It's not like American kids.
Yeah.
And the Japanese is completely different. Yeah.
But see, like, they can get a little bit more away with it in anime.
Yeah.
Because it's a cartoon.
Yeah, because it's cartoonish. Yeah, it doesn't, it's not the same.
But I think, I don't know. I think it's because of the streaming services. Movies are just, I don't know if they've changed. Like they're trying to tap into that market kind of thing.
I don't know. I just think, I don't know, it's just the way it's heading.
Like cinema movies.
Yeah.
Go to the cinema and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, like even the action movies that come out are long these days.
Yeah.
I can't think of any off the top of my head at the moment. But
like the John Wick ones weren't too long.
They're still long.
Well, like
you'd be surprised. Yeah, they're over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's 4 of them now. Is there 4
of them? 4 of them.
Yeah. But I like the first one, John Wick.
I don't mind all of them. And they do get more and more ridiculous.
They are.
But that's a lot of action movies ridiculous anyway.
But I like Keanu. Keanu's alright.
Keanu's alright. Yeah. Most people like Keanu.
Yeah. You think one of those, he's old now too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm
not going to guess.
Close to his 50s.
At least.
At least,
not more.
Oh, he was in Bill and Ted's
explanation.
He was like
late 80s.
Late 80s, and he was what, 20 years old then, maybe?
Yeah. I'm not doing maths on here, just so you know. Yeah, anyway.
But I like his work. I like his acting. Even in The Matrix and stuff like that. The first one was good, the second ones were, man.
Yeah, they get longer and
longer and longer.
And more. Not as good.
Not as good. But I think it's just like that, and I think, like you said, I think they're turning more to telling the stories through TV shows, not TV shows, but
if it's more elaborate, but I don't know, they're doing both because the movies are still long, and they've got that aspect too. Or maybe people are just more used to that now.
Yeah,
they just expect a long movie. It's not the same.
I think that's the benefit of watching the stuff on Netflix. You can watch each episode after
kind
of thing, huh?
Yeah, or you can just stop and watch it the next day.
Yeah,
which movies you can too, but you'd rather not.
Yeah, with the John Wick movies, at least there was a little bit of blood in it, but a lot of movies these days don't show a lot of blood. Yeah, and
I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's some movies don't need it, I guess.
Yeah, I know. But remember the old movies like we used to watch it?
Oh, they're just over the top.
Of blood and over the top. And it's like the old action movies and stuff. Like even like Japanese samurai movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the problems with Rebel Moon. I was like, people getting slashed and shot and stuff like that. And there was nothing,
Yeah, it's not as prevalent.
I think they try to keep it PG. Maybe
they're trying to keep their ratings.
Keep their rating down.
Yeah.
But yeah, the movies back in the day, they were just, blood and gore and stuff like that. And we were like RoboCop and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was like ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah.
But it made those things. It made those movies, you know what I mean? Like you were watching them as a kid. Like, should be watching as a kid, but...
Yeah. I think it's just about the ratings. They want a bigger audience.
Yeah.
They don't want to restrict it.
But even, kids are going to watch the movies anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no one's there at the cinema checking your ID to go watch an R-rated movie.
Yeah. No, but it's like on Netflix. If you don't have the child lock thing or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
The safety, the password thing.
That won't become.
That's what my nephew knew it anyway. He used to watch shit.
Yeah.
My sister used to anyway.
But I think that's changed a lot in movies too. There's not that much blood and stuff like that. And I think,
but like I said, that can be good and bad. It just depends which way the movie goes.
Yeah.
If the movie's more dark than that, they should add more. But if it's not, just add a hint here and there.
Just add a hint here and there.
Yeah.
But I think it just draws it. That doesn't make it seem more real kind of thing.
It's like do you remember the old X-Men movies? I think it was the second one.
Yeah.
Where there's the scene where they raid the house or something, the mansion, and Wolverine's going through
slashing people.
Everyone. Yeah. There's not one drop of blood.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely about the ratings. They want a younger audience to watch it. So they.
Yeah. So
what's the difference? He's still killing them all.
Yeah, I know. They're still lying.
Just because they don't show blood, it brings it down. It's like you haven't seen a rare steak.
Yeah.
Honestly, they don't have to. Yeah. Anyway, look, that's personal, but opinion.
No. But I think
it is something that's changed. Though.
It takes away from. I think for me, it takes away from the movie kind of thing like that. It does. It makes it seem less
serious.
Less serious and less realistic.
It's like you can just
it doesn't have to be like gallons of fucking blood.
Oh, guts everywhere and stuff. Yeah.
Look at fucking Tarantino's movies.
Yeah.
Like there's so much blood used in those movies.
Oh,
it's like over the top.
But then they're rated R.
Yeah. Most of them are rated R.
That's the difference.
And it's strange to see like companies like Disney and Marvel, they're heading down that way. The new Deadpool movie coming out.
Oh yeah, it's Wolverine.
Wolverine and Deadpool. It's going to be an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
And for Disney, I think
because Deadpool, it's just because that's the character, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's more crude, more
violent.
Yeah.
Even the humour and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And even, they try to make it funny. What's that? Ryan Reynolds, he's a funny guy, right? I know some people don't like him.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
He's alright. Depends what movie it is for me. Some movies he's better than others,
But even for him, when he plays a character, he's playing himself.
Yeah. But I think that's why sometimes I don't like it's just the same thing.
It's like it's hardly acting, it's him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So they're trying to go down I don't think they try to go down the way, but this movie is gonna be like that. Which is strange.
I don't know if I like it.
Being a family.
But Disney just bought it, so they still keep it separate.
Yeah.
The kids stuff and that.
Yeah.
It just makes some money. That's all.
But I think that's missing from a lot of the movies these days. The not blood and gore, but just a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
I think
a bit more.
People are a bit too
realism.
People are a bit too PC today, kind of thing.
I think it's more just for the ratings.
Yeah,
they don't want to limit their market because they make less money.
Yeah, they don't want the backlash from.
Yeah, and the kids shouldn't be watching this. Yeah. They went through all that in the 80s.
Yeah,
not just with that, with music, with everything. Anyway.
It's true.
Yeah.
Everything was so much easier back then.
Then the movies. It's because it's when people start off topic, but anyway, it's when people started suing. Like saying, I killed these people because of this movie. Or this. It was all started in America.
Yeah.
And that's why they got real hardcore on that stuff.
Yeah, because they listened to the wrong music or something.
Music
like
or watched the movie or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Alright, let's change the subject on that. We'll go into comedies.
Comedy movies?
Yeah, I don't know any good comedies lately.
I mean...
And they're all 2 hours as well.
Comedy movies are very hard to find these days. Like a funny comedy movie.
Yeah, I'd say those new Jumanji movies. They're supposed to be comedy. I haven't watched them. But they're long too, aren't
they? Yeah, they're pretty. It's like standard 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like
then they're funny. They got their times, but I wouldn't consider them a comedy.
It's like an adventure sort of.
Yeah, it's more of an adventure kind of thing. And they got some funny people in those movies.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart's pretty funny, and Jack Black's funny.
Yeah,
The Rock.
He tries to be funny.
Yeah, in his own way, I guess. Yeah.
He's funny in his own way.
But I think I haven't seen a real good comedy movie in a long time.
I know, it's like, I guess sense of humour's changed, but I think everyone's obviously got a different sense of humour.
Yeah.
And all the PC stuff too.
Yeah.
These days, so you can't do a lot of what they used to do.
I think this came out recently. I think it was called Old Dads. I think it was called. It was on Netflix. And that was a comedy that made me laugh. It was funny.
Yeah.
But it was basically, it was kind of reminded us of us.
Yeah.
Just talking with ourselves kind of thing.
Yeah.
And not giving a shit about, offending someone or anything like that. And that was basically it.
A lot of people still like that.
Yeah.
It's just you got to be careful what you say.
It was a pretty funny movie, and that's probably the last one I've seen. Like anything else that they consider comedies, they're just not. I don't know. They're not funny.
They do a lot of really stupid things. Like that's funny for a bit, but if you look through the whole movie, it sort of loses.
It loses its fucking charm.
It's just like they're doing that bit again.
It's right. Yeah. But I think all the comedies that we used to watch, they were funny. action comedies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even romantic comedies and stuff.
Action comedies, yeah.
They were good back then.
Yeah.
And they've tried to do that. What's the name? Oh, I think it was Dave Bautista. He was in one of the movies. It was about an Uber driver or something. And that wasn't too bad.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad. It was kind of like that action comedy kind of thing.
There's a few with that, Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
She does like a lot of those action sort of comedies. She did one with Sandra Bullock, and there's another one. She plays a spy or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's done a few of them, which I've seen one, and the other one's seen bits and pieces. They're alright.
Yeah.
But they're still, it's not the same.
And even like Bruce Willis on those ones, the red and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like
that's old now, actually.
That's old now,
Yeah.
And like that was funny, but it was an action comedy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it brought me back to watching the action comedies that we used to watch.
Yes.
You know?
Like Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Like Beverly Hills Cop and you know, what was it, 48 Hours?
48 Hours,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, he was a funny guy back then.
Yeah, that's... we don't have that anymore.
Nah. But, all those movies, and like, they had their serious moments and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I think is lacking in the new comedies. That slight seriousness and...
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it needs that to bring you back, and it makes you laugh again.
Yeah, there's nothing... Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
There's nothing I like recently that like this is supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah.
Or they don't just make just comedy. It's always like some long-winded thing.
Yeah.
Where it's got funny bits and it's just sometimes it's boring. I don't know.
I've been watching more European comedies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're funny because it's like a different.
It's different humor.
Different humor. Yeah. Because like I grew up watching like the old Benny Hill show and Eddie, Jerry Lewis and all that stuff, all those old movies and stuff like that. But I guess back then there was less of a backlash to those jokes that they were doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that. They throw them those jokes now.
Oh no.
They get slaughtered.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what's happening with comedy.
Yeah, that's part of it. They're just gotta find different ways to be funny, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the only way you can get a laugh these days is you watching a stand-up.
Yeah, stand up. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's actually, it's okay because they're telling their jokes without having to worry about offending people.
Yeah.
You know? But they put that in a movie and it's
because
it's a taboo.
Again, I think it's just that they want the movie to do really well.
Yeah.
If it's got some negative press, negative energy, like it won't do as well. So they try to avoid it.
Yeah, but any press is good press.
Oh, I agree.
You know?
The people will watch it just to see that.
Yeah, that's right. So maybe, Hollywood, bring out some more controversial stuff. No?
Not controversial. Just make something funny.
Offend someone. Offend someone.
Exactly.
But I haven't been to the cinemas in a long time. I don't know what the price is. The prices are still the same?
It's all varied now. Some different cinemas now you can get pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and some are like $25, $30.
Oh, okay.
And some you can get under $20.
Because now you can get, proper lounge and stuff.
Most of them have got the recliners.
The recliners and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm just scared I'm going to fall asleep.
Nah. No,
You don't?
Nah, I don't fall asleep.
No?
Nah. I'm not, because you're comfortable, but you're not like you're at home.
No, like
it's not the same. Yeah.
That's what I mean. If I go to sit there and go through a 3-hour movie in a recliner, I'm going to flake it.
Nah.
I'm going to flake it.
Oh. Paid to have a nap.
Paid to have a nap.
Yeah.
Paid $40 to have a nap. Well, that's what I mean. Like, even with those long running times in the movies and stuff, like, I don't know, wouldn't you have to go to the toilet? Say if you were sitting through a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, well, not 4 hours, but yeah.
3-hour movie. Halfway through, you're going to go to the toilet.
You just go.
You got a big tub of, Coca-Cola or Pepsi or something like that. It's like, jeez.
Just go.
Yeah, you can't pause it.
No, a lot of people go. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just come back.
Yeah. Only if I'm busting.
I'm too scared I'm going to trip over the stairs in that bathroom.
You ruin it for everyone.
Ruin it for everyone.
Yeah. I'll move his off, get the ambulance in, break his leg. So that's it for part 1 of Talking Kack on movies. This episode was a bit long, so we sort of split into 2. Stay tuned for the next episode next week.